Man, since when did Martin St. Louis return to the Rangers? I don't know what you're smoking, but that's David Desharnais.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he isn't Martin St. Louis, he's definitely accomplished more than you probably ever will.
You're probably right.
Hello guys, welcome back to DSFR Game of 54. Stars was the Rangers, and the Stars come out with the win, baby, 2-1 over the Rangers in regulation, which is huge. Not because of the Rangers really getting no points here, because it really doesn't matter too much, but to get 2 points here, it definitely matters because the Predators won today, and you got to keep pace with the St. Louis Blues and just the other teams in the Central. It's very, very important to get the win today. It doesn't matter if it's the Eastern Conference opponent, it's just a win in general. Now the Stars improved to 31-19-4, while Rangers decreased to 25-23-5. And they're not looking too good. Still 8th in the Metro, while Stars are now climbing a little bit to 31-19-4. That's not a bad record. I'll take it at the beginning of the season. I would definitely take it. But the Stars played very, very well today. They were kind of in a weird streak here and there where they wouldn't play that well, but most of the game, almost all of the game, they were really, really amazing. Now, before this game, Hammy just got a standing ovation and a presentation, which was very good. The presentation was fantastic for his 1,000th game he played last time, and he has had a fantastic career. I don't really need to go in depth for his career, but he's a fantastic player, and 1,000 games is something special. The presentation was fantastic also. Now, into the game, Ben is wide open, just absolutely wide open, no spin, just all the space in the world. He shoots, and it goes off King Henrik. He makes a fantastic save. And really, King Henrik was the best player for the Rangers in this game. I think the Stars got like 41 shots, something like that. And the Stars were just able to get offense from everywhere. They were able to get some weak... There was a lot of weak shots there, but some prime opportunities. The Rangers gave up a lot of good opportunities for the Stars to really capitalize. The Stars didn't do too much on the offensive side because King Henrik was fantastic. But they had a lot of opportunities to bury it, and they got 2 there, but there could have been a lot more. But man, the penalty kill in this game was fantastic. I think they stopped like something like 4 or 5 power plays for Rangers. While Rangers power play didn't look all that good, you could say that maybe that's the Stars defense. The Stars defense has been a lot better lately. And the Stars are, I think they're around 13 for 12 on the penalty kill. And if you said we would have had that at the beginning of the season, I would have taken that forever, man. But considering from last season, this is a gigantic upgrade. And I'm just so happy the penalty kill is actually decent. And it's a good position. I think the Stars were something like 6th in goals against average in the league. That's fantastic. I didn't even know they were that high. But to be that high is fantastic. And they have the offense that they have, and the potential offense that they have is really quite threatening. Now, the Stars are looking fantastic. They got loads of shots on net. The first period, they were doing fantastic. The Rangers are looking weak. The Stars are looking fantastic. And the Rangers get a goal as Bishop allows a weak goal. Even though it was a weak goal, I put some of the blame on the defense there because Desharnais was wide open to get the rebound. But Bishop, you gotta get that rebound. He only allowed one goal, but it seems like the goals that he does allow, he won't allow too many, but the goals that he does allow are pretty damn weak, and those could be unavoidable pretty easily. And the Stars looked pretty weak on that goal. They didn't have the defense there. They weren't really covering Desharnais, and Desharnais is a speedy guy, and he comes in and scores off the rebound. Now, the Stars do everything that they can to score in the first and second period. At the end of the first, the Stars were chancing out shooting the Rangers 24-9. That's pretty ridiculous, and it would have equaled like 72 shots on goal at the end of the game. That's pretty ridiculous, and the Stars were really zipping in the first period. Couldn't get anything past King Henrik, but in the second period they did get someone past him, thankfully. Now, Zuccarello gets an amazing chance. It's cross crease. There's a wide open net. He tries to bang it in. He's on his forehand. And Bishop just springs out of position and then goes way out of the ice, but somehow makes the pad stop, just barely making it. And that was the highlight of the night, the best save of the night. And Bishop just bails the team out once again. A fantastic save. There was no reason that he should have saved that, but he did somehow. Now, Seguin gets a golden opportunity on the power play. He whiffs, and then there's a delayed call. And then he comes back around. He goes offside, comes back around, waits until everybody gets off, and then comes back in. He comes out and dangles himself, and then comes back in around, and then gets the one-time opportunity, and then he rings it off the post and into the net. A fantastic goal, fantastic shot. King Henrik looked a little bit of a passive aggressive, not really passive aggressive goal, but just kind of a weaker goal than the shots that he's allowed and the shots that he saved. But we'll take it any day of the week, man. A great shot by Tyler Seguin nonetheless, though, and the game is tied. Stars are zipping, and then they shoot it off the post and just bite themselves in the foot. Now, in the third period, the game is tied 1-1, and although it was a chippy third, and it really was kind of I'd say just a boring-ish third, Hansel gets the puck. Well, doesn't get the puck, but the puck goes around the net, and then comes around the boards. I don't know who the defenseman was who shot it, but the defenseman shot it, and it goes. I think it hit off a Rangers guy, and then Hansel is right in front of Lundqvist. So he is right in front. The shot is going to go wide. So Hansel just puts a stick out there lazily and somehow deflects it into the net. King Henrik had no idea what he was doing there. He was in position for the shot that was going to go wide, but because Hansel somehow gets his stick on there and somehow deflects it that way, it somehow gets in the net. A crazy deflection by Hansel, and the game is tied 2-1, or not tied, but that Stars are ahead 2-1 at least. Now, the third period was nothing really too major. There wasn't really any fighting. There wasn't any big plays. There wasn't too much in the third period besides the goal. And the Stars really did a good job of suppressing and doing a great job of just sucking the air out of the Rangers in that third period and just going to the game. Ken Hitchcock I'm pretty sure he preaches to the game. I've heard this time and time again. He preaches to the Stars, play to the score. Unlike Lindy Ruff, who says just keep pouring it on. Ken Hitchcock says play to the score, and even if the game is 2-1, the Stars will try to play all defensive and keep that lead. And I kind of do like that. I kind of like not blowing leads every once in a while and not going for the pure offense, but going for the win. And that's really what Ken Hitchcock is teaching to the Stars right now, and it's working. It's working just a bit. Now, Seguin is about to shoot for the empty net while the Rangers are on the empty net. So he's about to shoot, and then he gets tripped, and it starts going the power play. They don't even get the empty net. So they are going the power play, and they basically ice the game with that, and the Stars win 2-1. Now, the Stars played fantastic. I'd say the defensive end, they had a couple of minutes here and there where they were just garbage, and they decided to let 5 shots on goal in a couple of minutes. But besides that, it was solid all the way through, just a little bit inconsistent, but it was very solid for the overall numbers. The offense, of course, was there, over 40 shots, which is great to see. And the offense was all rolling. I saw a graphic before the game where that line of Spezza, Janmark, and I think Devon Shore had Janmark had 6 points. Spezza had 5 points, and Devon Shore had 6 points. So that line was rolling. They didn't do anything in this game, but it shows that they were really good in the last 6 games. I think it was the last 6 games that they showed. But man, that line was rolling really. After Spezza got scratched, it really motivated that line. And Bishop played very well. Even though he didn't get too many rubber, he faced around 30 shots-ish. I don't think the Rangers got to 30 shots, but they were around that area. Bishop had a decent amount of rubber to stop, especially in the third period. The Rangers did a lot better job on the offense in the third period, but in the first period, they didn't face all that much. In the second period, it was better, and in the third period, he faced a lot more, and the Bishop was really there for a lot of key saves there, and he really made some fantastic saves today. Now for the Rangers, I already made a video about you today, so if you can watch that, it's on the channel. It's the last video that I made, besides this one, so I've already talked about them in depth, and the same thing that I was preaching in that video happened today. They're giving up a lot of shots. King Henrik is bailing them out. Basically, whatever I said in that video happened today and was basically replicated. It's pretty insane if you think about it. I said that King Henrik was bailing him out, the defense was giving up a lot of shots, and the offense was kind of pedestrian. And guess what happened? All those 3 things happened. Just want to remind you about my wizardry. That's going to be today, guys. Guys, enjoy it. Make sure, guys really enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe, ring that bell if you haven't. If you missed Rosie, she's sleeping. It's 11 right now, so of course she's going to be sleeping. Unfortunately, since I do these videos at night, at basically midnight, Rosie's not going to be awake. So no victory puppies. The last game was an exception. She was awake, and the game ended right then. So I was like, hey, might as well introduce her. But today it was too late. There might be more videos in the future where she appears, but those games will have to end early. Just a disclaimer, but that's going to be it today, guys. Goodbye.